The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rainbow Warriors will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quarterback may change this route. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, and a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Falcons are on the move. They're going to run it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Now improvising. Got room to work. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Stepping to the right. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Falcons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to march in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! And they have the first points of the game.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
And he's going to bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Hand off from the shotgun. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Dropping back, it's Lemon. Caught over the middle, it's Kendricks. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Got a man in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and
breaks into the open. He's defense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
To throw, it's Lemon. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Give him 6. Touchdown, Air Force. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Lemon. Release to the back. Makes the grab over the middle.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Looking to throw for it. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread.
Touchdown, Falcons! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Pittsburgh. any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets this...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass, it's Lemon. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Forced out of the pocket. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Gets rid of it. Caught on the outside. It's Kendricks. Well, that toe tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get one foot down and get out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes one deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Makes the catch. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And
trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Got out of trouble and throws. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hands it off. Runs through the tackle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Still on his feet at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time. Lets it go. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, and he wants to throw. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry?
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Wants to throw again. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown Warriors! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Falcons! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lemon. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Might be looking to run. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The App State defense is doing all it can to keep this close, hoping that offense will wrestle the lead away at some point soon. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Lemon. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Well, jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Calls his own number. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Trying to bull his way in. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Lemon. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Direct snap. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He'll throw it. Quickly complete. Wide open spaces. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Air Force. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. score looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lemon. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Plucks it out of the air, and they're able to make the tackle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today.
Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Looking downfield, it's Lemon. He's not afraid to go deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season.